My name is Peter Chinman. I grew up in Boston. I've been living in New York for a year. I write poems in the park for people.
I don't expect any money out of it. I just want, I want reactions. I want my tips when I'm playing on the street are kids dancing and ladies smiling and men realizing that they can be emotional and not conform to societal norms. So.
Welcome you ladies, children and gentlemen. It's something you ought to know. Standing in line, you find this quite entertaining. Put on one hell of a show. We're only here to entertain you, to jazz you, razzmatazz you, maybe to teach you how to dance real slow. Dance real slow.
Hey, how are you? Hello. Hi. You want to hear a story? Okay. Do you want to hear a story? No. Hello? You two want to hear a story, huh? Yeah?
I also found out I was able to talk about, transgender issues at the same time. So people were saying things like puppets don't have that low of a voice. And I was kind of able to sneak in these comments of like, well, you're assuming that anyone should have any type of voice that you think they should have.
I've been writing poems for about 7 years. I started writing poems, I guess, at the end of when I was in college. And after graduating, I just tried to spend as much of my time writing as I could. And it's just in the past 4 months I realized that I could write all day and get paid for it by doing it in the park.
My name's Jeffrey Caraway, and I'm a chef in Atlantic City is what I really do for a living. But I've been coming to this park since 1980. The first person I ever met in this park took my guitar out of my hands. And I was ready to kill the guy. I was 19 years old. And everybody goes, back off, back off. It's Jaco. And I was like, who the hell's Jaco? Who's Jaco? Well, it was Jaco Pastorius. I still have my guitar. It's a D'Agostino, Jumbo Blonde. He stole my guitar and played my guitar. But when he played my guitar, I was like, I'd never seen anything like it before in my life. And he was a bass player. But when he was done, he just literally saw something and he threw my guitar back at me. And I caught it and I was like, everybody was like, wow, you got the guitar that Jaco played. And I was like, yeah, I do, don't I? It was actually pretty cool. But that changed my life towards how I viewed even just playing an instrument. I was always kind of folky at the time. I was a piano player who was learning guitar. And as I got older, I started branching out in different instruments. And the mandolin and the violin changed my life too. That was another big moment. So once I got on those instruments, everything fell into place. All the stringed instruments just are mathematically, and the physics of them are so user-friendly that it's almost like you can't make a mistake anymore. The notes, the vibration, the tone, all of that becomes just part of the extension of you playing it. Just like those drums right there, that actually can create not just a rhythm, but you can hear a melody in there if you dig deep enough. Lurking in there somewhere is a melody, I'm sure. But that's how the sound of music is just resonating and became, I guess, what we'll call, to be cosmic like these guys are talking. It's a universal language. It truly is. Every culture throughout the history of the world, every society since the whistling cow way back when in Egypt, created sound and music by one means or the other. And it's fascinating to me to see those things in each culture, the instruments that were created to radiate that sound, to make it like part of what their geographic ethnicity is.
Oh, I can't stand up. Oh, I'm stuck. I can't stand up. Can you help? I can't stand up. Can you help me? I can't stand up. Just a little bit of help. just grab my hand. Just help me, pull me a little bit. Oh, okay. Wow, thank you so much. I'm gonna do a jump for you now, okay? Thank you.
Give me a kiss.
Oh, mwah. Oh, whoa.
My name is David. I started just playing this instrument maybe a long time ago and then stopped for a while and then started again. And I was just playing it for fun at home and then just decided to bring it out here a couple times. So yesterday was the world premiere of this instrument being out here. Today is the encore of the world premiere. So you caught me on the second day. Like anything, it's a little bit more nerve-wracking playing for people. I typically just played for myself and there's no pressure. You stop and start. You know, most of the time it's just been practicing and working on scales and technique and certain passages, and there's not really a very like a high performance quality to it because it's like specifically geared to just like practicing and getting better. Whereas out here, or just like performances, you know, nobody wants to watch the sausage get made, kind of. Nobody wants to hear the scales or watch you like work on technique. It's not really that interesting. So I think it's just more about kind of the songs or the pieces themselves. So
I was feeling really depressed one day. Had just been out of the hospital actually, and just went to look at puppets. I've always like found puppets like soothing as an actor too. There's something, I don't know. Actors are basically like puppets, and like when you're acting, you're like puppeting yourself. And so I saw this like whole rack of all these puppets that they all look the exact same, but there were slight changes about them. And one was a mermaid, and I felt very drawn to the mermaid, so I just picked it up and just came out and started playing with her in front of other people. And I wasn't trying to perform or anything, but people were coming up and they were like, what's the story behind your puppet? What's going on with this puppet? And I think puppets have that like magnetism to them. They just make people sort of want to come and engage.
Mr. Dalai Lamas, another sister shooting heroin tomorrow. Amputees, 3 times the era, the honors. The cops wasn't honest. The church put the youth in a harness, creating hostility among us. Teacher said no college. Still a kid gotta make a check worth a couple dollars. People wanna rob us. More people wanna scatter and run from us. Blame it on the church and Apollo and Adonis. But what you've done here is put yourself between a bullet and a target. It won't be long before you're pulling yourself away. What you've done here is put yourself between a bullet and a target. And it won't be long before you're pulling yourself away. Oh, yeah.